that is another W for your fighting Phils. They win today. They beat the Los Angeles Angels. It was definitely more of a close game than we've experienced in the past few. You know, the Cardinals games, they were basically not close at all. The wins against the Giants, they really weren't that close either. So this was really the first close game we've had in a little bit because I was not used to it. Definitely wasn't used to it, but they still got the job done. They still got the job done. The power showed up, 3 more home runs in this game. Trea Turner, 2 home runs. Bryce Harper, an absolute freaking rocket, man. The dude swings as fast as possible and somehow, well, he swings as hard as possible and he somehow retains his bat speed. I have no idea how this guy does this. He is a freak of nature and my God, he's just amazing. And going back to Trea Turner, he is also amazing. My goodness. 2 home runs in this game, ties it up in the bottom of the first inning, gives the Phillies the lead, and then they basically don't look back from there. Bullpen comes in for Taijuan Walker, who had a meh start today, struggled in the first inning, allowed bases loaded, got out of that jam, but then, you know, he went through some of the next innings a little bit nicely, but then he got into more trouble once again, allowed a few runs with 2 outs. The Phillies, basically, they responded every time, so they had Taijuan Walker's back. Matt Strahm, for some reason, Rob Thompson decided to use him for another 2-inning performance. It did not go well in the second inning. A run scores to make it a 5-4 ball game. Hoffman seals the deal there. Soto in the 8th gets a nice quick inning. Brandon Marsh gets some insurance to make it 6-4. And then Craig Kimbrell with a nice, simple top of the 9th. Nice and simple. Very quick. That was good to see Soto and Kimbrell have very quick innings because we knew Kimbrell yesterday struggled a little bit, allowed a couple of base runners against St. Louis, but really wasn't worried in that aspect. Threw pitches, though. This game, piece of cake. Piece of cake, basically, for Craig Kimbrell. Hey, just keep on keeping on. What is that, 4 wins in a row so far? 6 wins out of the last 7? You've already won 6 games in this homestand. You have a good chance to make it 7 wins on this homestand tomorrow. Michael Lorenzen on the mound. He desperately needs a good start. Has not had a good start in his past couple of outings since the no-hitter. So I think he is very overdue for a good start, and I do think we get a good start from Michael Lorenzen tomorrow, but still has yet to be seen. The pitchers on the mound for the Angels definitely aren't anything to write home about. 5-year raise for both of those guys. So offense just keep doing their thing. Just keep hitting a bunch of home runs in the month of August. You're already at 52, 53. Just keep that total going, baby. Just keep that total going up. Trea Turner, too, actually made a very nice defensive play in the top of the first inning to end that jam for Taijuan Walker. And I love how he responds with the solo shot to tie the game up. That was just... It's amazing, man. It's amazing how amazing he has been since the standing ovation. Basically, we fixed this guy. And Bryce Harper's stats in the month of August are nothing to joke about either. Both of these dudes are carrying this team this month. Bryce Harper with all the home runs. Trea Turner basically just being amazing. It's some fun stuff. It's some very fun stuff that what this Phillies team is doing right now. And I love every second of it. But your next goal is to win a series tomorrow. Michael Lorenzen on the bump. So let's do that. We're looking at this game tonight. Looking at the lineup. Kyle Schwarber definitely had a very sluggish night. Did not get on base once. He went 0 for 5 with 3 strikeouts. Trea Turner was absolutely amazing. 2 for 3 with a walk, 2 home runs, 3 RBI. Bryce Harper 1 for 3 with the absolute blast of a home run. 2-run shot there, so 2 RBIs for him. Nick Castellanos went 0 for 2 with 2 walks, so that's rare to see for Nick Castellanos walking a couple of times. Bryson Stott a rare 0-4 in tonight's game. Alec Bohm 1 for 3 with a walk. JT 0 for 3 with a walk. Marsh 2 for 4 with an RBI. Jake Cave 1 for 2, and Rojas came in the pinch hit later on in the ball game. Runners in scoring position in this game. Phillies had some chances. They went 1 for 7, but the Angels also went 4 for 13. Long ball was definitely a major help for the Phillies today, as it's been basically this entire month. And I don't mind that at all. Keep crushing the ball out of the ballpark. They're hitting a lot more home runs with guys on base. And that's basically been the storyline this entire month. We all knew this team was capable of hitting for power. It's finally showing. I think we're seeing the true potential of this offense now. Better late than never. better late than never. They were basically tiptoeing through the first couple of months of the season, went through the highs, went through the lows, some very frustrating lows, some very exciting highs. Now it's been a lot more high than low, and it's been a lot more consistent going into September, which is a very important fact there. And you're just constantly getting that separation in the wild card standings, which is a beautiful thing. I do think the Cubs are losing today, so that actually does help your case with the wild card standings, getting that separation. Looking at the pitching, Taijuan Walker, 5 2/3, 8 hits, 3 earned runs, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts on 92 pitches. Like I said, a very mess start from Taijuan, but he still went considerably deep into the ball game, almost 6 innings there, almost a quality start for him. Matt Strahm, 2/3 of an innings, 3 hits, 1 earned run, 1 strikeout on 15 pitches. Hoffman comes in into the 7th, gets the job done on 5 pitches. Soto, very quick, top of the 8th, 9 pitches and a strikeout, and then Craig Kimbrell only needed 7 pitches to finish off the day for the save. Some very good stuff there, boys. Some very good stuff. So let's see what happens tomorrow. That's the most important thing. Yeah, the Cubs are losing currently to the Brewers by a score of 6-2. The Brewers just remain red hot. So we'll see how that game continues. But right now it does look like the Phillies are going to add some more insurance to that wild card race. So currently the Phillies, after tonight's win, they are 15 games above 500. That is a season high. They keep building on that. Chicago Cubs, the Phillies are 3.5 games above them. And if the Cubs were to lose, that'll be a 4-game lead on them. We're also 4 games ahead of the Diamondbacks, 5.5 ahead of the Giants, 5.5 ahead of the Reds, and the Marlins just keep on, falling behind in those wild card standings. They're 3 games out of that final wild card spot. Only a game above 500 for them. They just keep on, coming back down to earth. Honestly, if I'm looking at these wild card standings right now, I do think this is what it's going to look like going into the playoffs. Phillies, Cubs, Diamondbacks, then maybe you mix in San Francisco in there, but I do think with the way Arizona has been playing lately, I do think Arizona seals up that last wild card spot, and same thing with the Cubs. They seal that wild card spot up as well, while the Phillies get the first. That's just the way things are going right now. It's just the way things are going. And that's what I believe. How many games do the Phillies have to clinch the wild card? I have no idea. I would assume it's like in the 20s, like in the mid-20s. That's what I would assume at this point, to clinch the wild card spot. We're probably not going to be seeing anything like that until like midway through September, near the end of September, basically at that point. We're definitely not going to see anything talking about that right now for the magic number. Or I'm sure they'll start talking about it when the magic number gets to 20. I'm sure they'll start talking about it then. So that's basically it there. Definitely at that point. So let's see what else is going on. Looks like the Mets just blew a game in the top of the 9th inning to the Rangers. Bases loaded with 2 outs, and a 2-run single gives the Rangers the lead. I think the Mets actually did a welcome back for Max Scherzer, and everyone was booing. So that was funny. That was very funny. And there's also some other stats that I want to see here. Also, the play to end the ball game off was crazy. Trea Turner, not the best throw over there at shortstop. Bryce Harper has to do everything possible to scoop up the ball. Thank God he did. Thank God he did. Because if I'm looking at this game with the way everything was going, Mickey Moniak was having himself a nice day at the plate. 3 for 4 with an RBI. He had a triple in there as well. I think a double and a triple. So, yeah, Moniak was doing his thing today, apparently. Even though he's been struggling for the past month. Of course, he comes to Philadelphia and he starts swinging the bat. Phillies kept Ohtani in check basically today. 1 for 4 with a walk. I would say for this series, I know it sounds pussy-ish or things like that. I wouldn't even pitch to Ohtani this series. Don't even give him a chance. That's just me. Let the rest of their lineup try to do damage, because it's not going to do it every single time. That's basically what the rest of baseball has been doing to Ohtani this year, and the Angels really haven't taken advantage of that. So, yeah, that's definitely the case there. Looking at some of the other Angels tonight, Drury definitely crushed us a little bit. 3 for 5 with 2 RBI. Rengifo, 3 for 5. Logan O'Hoppe went 0 for today. Definitely has been struggling mightily since coming back. It was also nice to hit Giolito after what he did to us in Chicago earlier this year. It was nice to see that. It definitely was. But yeah, let's look at tomorrow's game, and then we'll move to the Anytime Hotline. This is going to be more of a short one, boys. My allergies are killing me. I haven't sneezed, even though I'm probably begging for it to happen at this point. I could feel the sinus headache. I could feel it in my throat. It's not good right now, boys. It's not good with the allergies. Definitely the worst possible time to get allergies right now. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. So let's look at tomorrow's game. It's going to be Michael Lorenzen, like we said, going up against Tyler Anderson. He is 5-5 with a 5.35 ERA. Lefty on the mound there for the Angels. I believe it's 2 lefties on the mound to finish this series. So definitely going to be seeing, I would say, Johan Rojas more in the lineup these next 2 games. So we'll definitely see how that carries over. And then it's going to be Christopher Sanchez on Wednesday afternoon against Reed Detmers. He's 3-10 with a 5.03 ERA. Pitchers are hittable, man. Pitchers are completely hittable. Go win a series. That's all you got to do. Tomorrow night and then Wednesday afternoon. So let's see. Let's go to the Anytime Hotline. Let's see what Sean has to say today. You can also leave voicemails at 215-839-9885. Your thoughts and opinions on anything. So like I said, let's go to Sean, see what he has to say about the win.
Keep stacking wins, boys. That's what you got to do. Ohtani under wraps, and they did a pretty good job of that tonight. I mean, they still have no answers for Brandon Drury. That guy killed us in the playoffs last year, and that continues at least in Game 1. But, the power bats carried the Phillies tonight, and, solid job by the bullpen. And once again, an atypical Taiwan Walker outing. Not pretty, looked downright messy at times, but at the end of the day, you look at the box score and you see 6 innings, 2 runs, and another win. I mean, you're getting great productivity out of that guy in the bottom of the rotation. Get a win tomorrow and win the series. At least have that salted away, and then you go for yet another sweep on Wednesday. But good start tonight.
I agree. Yeah, going to Taiwan Walker. Definitely just weird stuff with his starts. Always starts out sloppy. Then he settles in battles, and then he probably has another messy inning mixed in there. It's been a weird thing for Taiwan Walker. I think the velocity was an issue again today, so I have no idea just what the issue is there with him this year with the velocity. It's just a weird, crazy thing that's been happening with him, which is very weird. And I don't know what happens in terms of, when you get to the playoffs, what do you do with him? Because with his ERA in the first inning is above 6, do you put an opener in the first inning for Taiwan Walker starts, then you bring him out of the bullpen to start the second? Do you do something like that? I have no idea. Excuse me there, boys. I have the cough. Like I said, these allergies are killing me. I'm getting the cough, the weird... It's not even a sore throat. It's just a scratchy throat. Mucus and all that crap with the allergies. Ugh, it sucks. Why did I have to get it this week? Why? I'm cat sitting. And I'm not even allergic to cats. So, there's no correlation there. I hope not, at least. I hope not. But yeah. Good win tonight, fellas. Let's move on to tomorrow. Getting that separation in the wild card spot has been key, and they're going to continue to do it because right now it does look like the Cubs are going to lose. They're losing 6-2 in the 8th. I would assume that's going to end up as a loss. So yeah. Move on to tomorrow. Good win today. Try to get the series win tomorrow with Lorenzen on the mound. Offense, keep doing your thing. And basically nothing else. So, let's get to you guys in the chat here before I end it off. I almost forgot about that. I can't ignore you guys. I cannot ignore you guys. Scott, how you doing? Good win tonight for the Phillies. Other than the blip from Strom, the bullpen closed it up. Well done, exactly. Austin, I will always compliment wins, especially when we see the throwaway easy games here and there, but we cannot get complacent. The Cards and the Angels are not even close to good this year. Of course. A few fluke games. The real test is the 7 game between the Braves coming up quickly. If they can get at least a split and not get wiped out, then I feel much better about lasting in the playoffs. Let's see how Lorenzen does tomorrow. He needs a redemption arc to bring his ERA back down. Kind of hilarious that he started with the no-hitter. It is now playing catch-up. I have high hopes, though. Yeah, I do have hope that he's going to bounce back tomorrow. I think he does. He's been too good this year to, continue to suck the rest of the way. I think he's too good for that with the way he's been pitching this year. The Angels have had a lot of runners in scoring positions wasted tonight, which has always been our weakness. Phillies are just crushing fools, keeping it moving. How you doing? Allergies channel name. Allergies. The home field for the wild card series is ours for the taking. Take one series at a time. Exactly. Yeah, Brian, I'm not sure how many games they have left to clinch, so I'm not sure. Yep, 52 home runs this month. Just keep it going. I expect more home runs tomorrow. So, that's going to do it for tonight, boys. Don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section down below. Don't forget to drop a like. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Does me a great deal of service. Hopefully tomorrow I'm not dealing with the allergies, taking the Mucinex and all that crap, so hopefully I sound a lot better tomorrow than this raspy voice that I have right now. And we'll see. Also use the code TTPSPORTS, $20 off your first purchase at SeatGeek. Great deal. Don't pass it up. Thank you again once